Welcome back to the channel. Once again, I'm enjoying a little coffee, this time in my large black mug because I'm saying goodbye to this mug like I did the gray mug in the last video. Today we're going to talk a little more about my trip that I'm planning to Rome in November, and I'm going to do two things here, so stick with me for just a few seconds to see if it's something you're interested in. First of all, I'm going to talk about the rooms that I've already booked. I've booked some rooms for the first 3 nights in Rome with Hilton, and I'll tell you why I chose Hilton and how I got there. And then we're going to look at 4 hotel choices in Florence because I'm moving from Rome to Florence for 2 or 3 days before I go back to Rome again before I fly home. And I have not decided on a hotel in Florence yet, but I have narrowed it down to 4 options. And I'm going to talk to you about those 4 options, and then I'm going to ask you to vote. Which one do you think I should stay at? And whichever hotel gets the most votes, that's the hotel I'm going to book. And if it doesn't have any room availability by the time I get there, we'll go with the second choice. But we're going to do 2 weeks from the time this video drops, 2 weeks only, and then I'm going to make a decision. And after that, maybe we'll do a live stream and come back and talk about, what the decision was and where I'm going. All right, so with that, I'm going to have a little more coffee, and let's get started. So let me just take a moment to remind you that this video is being made in partnership with Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile is built on the nation's largest 5G network. It took me a while, as I've said before, to take the jump off of the Verizon bridge, as it were, because I've been with Verizon for 20 years. But once I signed up for Mint Mobile and started to see just how much quality I was getting for the price, I've never looked back. They have plans starting as low as $15 a month for new subscribers. Now, that offer is 85% less than the monthly bill that I was paying on Verizon. And using the eSIM to transfer, it's just a download, take a few steps, takes less than 15 minutes, and it is absolutely painless. Now, I'm on the unlimited plan, unlimited data plan, and that's the most expensive plan they have. But depending on your current usage, and I would check that out with your supplier right now, you might get by with a plan that's a little cheaper than that every month and save even more money than I am. I love my Mint Mobile plan so much that even though my first 3 months is not up yet, I've already paid for the next 12 months. But the 12 months that I paid for is about the same price as 3 months as I was paying on my old Verizon plan. As a new retiree, I am looking for ways to save money, but I don't want to sacrifice quality. And by going with Mint Mobile, I have done exactly what I set out to do. I'm saving money every month, and the quality of service is excellent. Now, if you want to try it out, you'll find a link, very first thing in this video, trymintmobile.com/thenewretiredme. And if you sign up, I get a small fee for that. That's part of the program, but it does go to help support this channel. I'd like to thank Mint Mobile for reaching out and offering this partnership. I'm really, really enjoying the Mint Mobile plan, and I think you will too. Now let's go back to the video. So I've got my screen pulled up here, and I'll show you a few things as we're talking through this. But so in Rome, I chose to go with Hilton, and the reason I went with Hilton is with my American Express points, I can transfer points from American Express to Hilton Honors. The Platinum card gives me status on the Hilton Honors program, and I'll get 2 points for every point I transfer. Okay, so I was looking at this DoubleTree in Rome in the Monti neighborhood, which is fairly close to everything that I want to go see. And if I click here and I want to use my points, you'll see that there is a standard room. It's a queen size bed available for 60,000 points per night. Now look at the points on the other rooms at this hotel. I mean, they're huge. And every once in a while, Hilton runs this kind of deal. And Hilton also has the largest network of hotels around the world. So if I'm transferring points to Hilton, the likelihood of finding a Hilton hotel to stay at is pretty good. So here's how I got here. I needed 180,000 points to book this room for 3 nights. I had 60,000 points in left over in my American Express account after I've purchased everything for the Scotland trip. And so I transferred that 60,000 points to Hilton for 120,000 points. So now that 60,000 points in American Express, which would have covered 1 night, now covers 2 nights for the same price. And then I realized that Hilton was running a special where you can buy points. And I don't recommend that you buy points very often, but every once in a while, it's not a bad deal. So to buy 60,000 points is $600. But they were doing a double point value. So I got 120,000 points for $600, which means that with the 3 nights here, if I count those 2 nights and the free night I got through my American Express points already, these 3 nights, which would run me around $400 a night, is only going to cost me $600. So at $400 a night times 3 is $1,200. I'm staying for $600. I'm staying for half price. In addition, I have signed up for the American Express Hilton Honors Card because there is a 120,000 point sign-on bonus with that card if I spend $3,000 in the first 6 months. And so right now, everything I buy is going on the Hilton Honors Card to get to that $3,000 level. And it has a hierarchy of points available on things that you purchase. The thing about that card is the points that you earn on that particular card can only be spent at a Hilton hotel, where my Platinum and Gold card, I can spend those points anywhere. So by the time I get done, I will have another 180,000 points to go somewhere for free. So 180,000. So I will have done 120. That's 360,000 points, and I've spent $600 to get them. So that to me is worth the effort. Now, that's enough about that. Let's talk about Florence. Let's see if I can come back in here to my Chase account. I have at least 3 hotels that I have decided on, and there may be a 4th in here that I want us to look at. So let's go back here. I want to choose my card that's got 62,000 points. Now, if you remember from the video I did on airfare, I transferred some points to my Ink business card to buy the plane tickets for free. So I still have some points left on the other 2 cards. I've transferred almost all of them to the Ink business card. And like I said in that video, you don't have to own a business to get a business card. And the Ink card gives me the best benefits if I'm traveling overseas. So I'm putting it on that card. So I have 62,791 points. Now, in order to use these points, I have to buy my hotel through the Chase travel portal. And not every hotel in Florence is in the Chase travel portal. So I want to filter this down just a little bit. I'm not going to search by any single property just yet, but I want to go to Florence, and I want the top hotel price to be about $200. We'll do $199. The only other thing I'm looking for here is I want it to be in the Duomo area, because Duomo is the heart of where I want to be to take pictures. And so we'll do that. Restaurant is optional, but it would be nice if it had one. So here are some hotels. And I'm just going to come down here. I've got 4 that I've looked at. I'm going to put them up one at a time. So here's one that I've looked at, is the Hotel Duomo. So let's just pull that up. You'll see it's $133 a night, and it would cost me $440 for 3 nights, or just 35,000 points of the 62,000 I have. So I can get this hotel for free. Let's look at Hotel Duomo. This will be choice number one. So let's just look at some photos here so you kind of see this is, it is just right in the Hotel Duomo area. This is what, let's go here. This is what a bedroom might look like. And, they're not bad, okay? So now I'm going to look at, because this price is for the economy single room, but there are some other rooms available. And this one has a classic single room with a balcony overlooking the Duomo for $165 a night. So if I book this hotel, that's the room I would book, and that's 43,000 points. I still have enough points left to get that room for free. So that's choice number one, Hotel Duomo. Keep that in the back of your mind as we sort of move forward. The other one that I looked at was the Grand Hotel. And before I move on, let me just say that all these hotels are within a 10-minute walk, so they're really close. The hotel, I think it's Cavour. I don't know. I'm not Italian, so you tell me. And let's look again at some pictures. It does have a restaurant inside, and so this is sort of what a bedroom looks like. I think we'd all agree that that's not too bad looking. And when I'm talking about these hotels, I'm not worried about how many stars there are. I'm worried about how close are they to the Duomo and what do they cost me. That's really all I'm looking at. So I've got a standard single room that has one twin bed. That's typical for Europe. That's $179 a night. I can get a queen room for $190. I don't think I need the superior. And I'm not going to go, as much as I would love the city view, I'm not going to spend $271. So we're probably looking at the single standard room, because that's really all I need. And that's the Grand Hotel Cavour. That's choice number two. Another one on my list is the Hotel Constantini. I'm going to pull that up real quick, and let's look at some pictures. You can see sort of the neighborhood it's in. I'm right here close to everything I want to be at. This is couple of pictures of rooms just so you can kind of see them. It's nothing fancy. And then the rooms available, again, I have a single room, which is one twin bed for $112 a night. I could get a double bed, which is two twin beds put together, for $133. And then I have the Duomo lateral view. What is the room details of this? Let's see. It doesn't really tell me. But if I were to book this, I would probably book this room right here with a city view. Why not? So that's hotel number three, Hotel Constantini. And then if we go back, the next one was right here next to it, which was Hotel Medici. Now, Hotel Medici is only $63 a night, okay? But it was the first hotel I looked at, and I was like, I think this is doable. So let's look at some photos. And again, let's pull up maybe a bedroom here. Not the greatest bedspreads I've ever seen in my life, but then again, I don't worry too much about bedspreads. So you can kind of see what the rooms look like. They're very small. They're very stark. You get what you pay for. So here is the double single. So that's one double bed and one single bed. That's the 63. There are more rooms here. I don't need a quadruple. So, this would probably be, this is single-use standard, doubles. I don't know what the difference is between these two bedrooms, but I'm, looking here at this choice. Maybe this one just has one double bed without the twin, okay? So we'd be looking at mostly $72 a night. One of these hotels, I don't remember which one, it's not a deal breaker for me. One of them has a rooftop bar that overlooks the Duomo. So this is hotel number 4, Hotel Medici. I can get any of these hotels for free, which is what I'm looking for. Now, you say, Tim, why is it so important that you get them for free? Well, let me show you. I want to take the Vatican Museum Key Master Tour, if it's available. Right now, when I go to the website, they only have reservations through October. They don't have anything available in November yet. So I've got to wait 2 or 3 weeks before I know. This is in Rome, obviously Vatican museums. It starts, the meeting time is 5:45 in the morning. It's about $570, and the tour is limited to a total of 20 people. And you travel through the Vatican museums for about 2 hours with the keymaster and a guide, going in and unlocking every single room and turning on the lights to the Vatican Museum. And all of the things that you would generally see on a guided tour, all of those rooms are included, including sometimes some other rooms that are available as well. You end up, the last thing that you open is the Sistine Chapel. You will be the first people in the Sistine Chapel that day. And everybody in the group is guaranteed to get to open at least one door along the trip. Now, I don't know about you. That may mean absolutely nothing to you, but that is just so unique. And so here's the deal. If I spent money on the plane ticket and I spent a lot of money on the rooms, I got nothing left for this tour. So this tour is really designed for 2 or 3 things. First of all, it's a photography tour and it's a food tour. And then, if possible, it is a Vatican Keymaster tour. You've got 4 hotels to choose from. I'll put them in the description below. I think I can put a poll in this description. I'm not sure yet, but if not, I will put a link to the poll where you can go vote. Tell me which hotel you want me to stay at. That's where I'll go, and you can be a part of my trip. We'll see you next time.